Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to LEGO Indiana Jones 2. The adventure continues. Let's continue the adventure. We have confirmed and unlocked the score times 2, but we haven't purchased it because it needs 1,000,000 studs. And it cost us almost 300,000 to find the red brick that was necessary to find in Kingdom of the Crystal Skull Part 1. So it probably will be a level or two before we get back up to 1,000,000 and can purchase that. As soon as that happens though, that is our goal. And now we're doing Raiders of the Lost Ark, so I just need to walk around the mountain here, I suppose, and get to it. Turns out it does save. Every single thing you break in the overworld gets saved. Because there were plants I know in certain spots that aren't there now. So you needed a shovel guy, I believe, to dig up this head so it rolls and smashes down and gives us the path. I guess on a broader scale, it's pointless to break anything in the overworld, and you shouldn't break anything, but then you wouldn't also find the secrets if you didn't break anything. They have a gold lightsaber, and they have the metal, and he's holding it in his hand to point the right way instead of making the staff, which violates a main important piece of the movie, but now it's getting explained in a different way. That's a nice Lego staff there. 3 pieces when 2 could have easily been used. Alright, so we need this guy to kill the snakes because Indiana Jones is afraid of snakes. This was the worst part in LEGO Indiana Jones 1, I have to say. The fact that the Well of Souls and the map room, which are 2 different places. I think they get to the map room first, then the Well of Souls, where they actually find the Ark of the Covenant. Like, the map room is totally ignored in LEGO Indiana Jones 1. There is this side section in the free play mode where you see like 2 different map rooms, which is cool, but the story mode makes it impossible to see any of that. Here we've got the map room all built in Lego. A lot of effort put here to make Lego versions of things, and it looks good. Well, it's not all built in Lego, but most of it is. Everything I don't break is built in Lego, I suppose. Indy, use your whip on this. I'm just trying to get as many studs as possible. Where does this piece go, I wonder? Whatever, I'll just put it down. Here we've got something buried in the sand. See, we're playing as Indy's friend, who Indy's friend gets him like a ride, and that's kind of it. He gets some camels and nothing else, and then he disappears from the rest of the movie. I think Mark Hamill might have played it, if that's the right actor's name. This is interesting. When I'm pushing the statue, it's bumping the coins and giving the coins to me, even though I'm pretty far away. Like, see the magnet on this? You don't get anywhere close to the coins before they get magnetized. That's a purple stud, and any level that gives purple studs is alright by me. Yeah. Let's see, I believe this is supposed to be pushed further back, but I guess I have to make a platform, and I need to find like Indy needs to stand here and place this, and he can hit one thing, and that's it. So we're not anywhere ready. And see, there's all these different spots on this platform where you would have to, his archaeological knowledge actually comes into play. See, we would need some kind of fire to get the snakes to leave the guy alone, which means I need to get up here. Oh, I didn't realize it's not just the reflector, it's the staff here that you can grab on. That was not as obvious as it should be. Yeah, when you see here the places to grab have the silver connectors, which I'm not sure Lego actually makes a piece like that, but it probably does. That makes it very obvious. Here, there's not really any silver connectors. Alright, so we put that there. And then that makes a platform. And then I pick this up. And then I come over here. Now I'm figuring it out. And see, this level's not gonna be super long. Maybe 10 minutes. But enough. Definitely enough to let's see. And that reflects to that and unlocks some new things that I can work with. Let's see. Indy with the whip. Target this. And the game lags. Did Harry Potter 1 through 4 lag, or was it just 4 through 7? I know none of them lagged when I played the game on 360. Ah, so it's lowering the platform. That's cool. And then it goes through a ring to the target and reveals a passageway, which it doesn't actually do in the movie. So again, they're changing the movie. But at this point, I can't even really be upset because we've seen these big boss fights and things just added, and just really no respect or love for actually telling the real tale in the Indiana Jones 2, which is fine. I mean, I still would heavily argue that Indiana Jones is not a kid's series, and so they find the Ark again. And this cutscene, it could have been changed just a little bit, and it would have integrated into Lego Indy 1. And this is the same room as Lego Indiana 1. It just has some different things. It's another example of they really had no reason in which they needed to start from scratch. This is probably what it looked like in the movie, and it works just fine. Are we at True Adventure? Not quite yet. Slightly different. This layout and this layout of the Anubis statues are different. There was an Anubis statue here and an Anubis statue here. The floor here wasn't elevated, and this background section was totally different. So it's the same things though. You can come over here and place this and pull this out, whatever this happens to be. It's like, okay, now I've got a spear. What do I hit with the spear? Let's see. Guess I hit that with the spear. The slightly new, well, totally new gold statues. These one and the Indy one. I don't really like the idea of punching Lego things though multiple times and getting multiple amounts of studs from that. It just seems kind of lazy. I'd much rather have 3 items that I punch once and they all explode in studs, so it's a faster experience, even if those 3 items really would have only been giving me 1/3 of the amount of currency compared to hitting one thing 3 times for the same amount. But how am I supposed to get up there? Oh, you're supposed to break this and make a place to hang from. That's what you're supposed to do. The game is being particularly laggy today. I wonder if it's the snakes, but honestly, any speculation is kind of just pointless. Here we don't have the rotate around and swinging happening on this, so that must have not been in Lego Batman 1. Let's see. We needed 2 to pull the chain to break the Anubis, and this is exactly how we exited before, except for it was an Anubis on this side and they exited this way. But, and that's probably how it happened in the movie. So they're not changing much. Nice little gag there with a Lego brick in the mural. Kind of unsurprisingly, they skipped over both the scene where Marion gets that dress that she's wearing and the bad guys try to romance her and she tries to steal a knife and stab him. Let's see. That's not really surprising that they would skip over that for a kids game, but it is probably another 5 to 10 minute scene of conversation and no action that, if ignored, we clearly can see there's some kind of submarine or boat activity. So I learned last time that planes help you get into certain areas. Does this guy have the staff? No, he doesn't. The Lego games give you the idea that Indiana Jones was in disguise most of the movies because they have so many different disguise versions and different clothing for people. It's kind of funny in general that the number of just outfit changes that may happen in a 2-hour movie because the fashion industry has some influence in the movie industry. But jumping over on a horse, or whether I find a horse. Video games, on the other hand, I don't think the fashion industry really has much influence there. Probably to its own detriment, because anytime you start talking about video game fashion, you're more than often talking about some low-cut cleavage exposing piece of armor that from some MMO or something. or skin tight clothing, for instance, like Tracer's default armor outfit. And oh, here's some horses. We'll just steal that horse right there. Her default outfit is pretty skin tight too. Let's see, how do you get off the horse though? Just hit Y. And see, I'm setting up all these antennas and it's not doing anything. That's weird. Let's see, 15 minutes and that's kind of all we can do. Unless there's something built around the ability to break that too. Ah, there's something. Trying to play this overworld as much as possible. So if Indy had the staff, which he doesn't, then he can't reflect on anything. Over here, I need two more pieces of coconuts. And let's see, this section over here, it seems like you can just swim to it. Let's see, I'd have to free this. And this looks like the Mayan temple, either from the Crystal Skull or from the beginning of the movie. Of the Raiders of the Lost Ark, and I would kind of guess it's probably from the beginning of the movie of the Raiders of the Lost Ark. I have no idea what this is supposed to do. Doesn't look like there's much on this island. These guys seem like they're happy and they're dancing, which is nice to see. It's always nice to see a group of people that don't want to just immediately kill me. Let's see. You can't just hop into this. And if we swing over to Jock over here, can he do something with this? The weird thing about this one is it's not blinking like it's broken. So it seems like it's actually works fine. It's just I don't have the thing that works with it. Unless it seems like there should be a couple of places where I could attach things there. And this is a boat race. So we've seen an airplane race. We now know boat races exist, and we knew all kinds of vehicle races, land vehicle races, as existed. So it is planes, trains, and automobiles, although we may not actually ever drive a train. We're seeing a lot of water out in there, just empty water. That to me tells me that we probably hit an invisible wall pretty fast. Yeah, I'm already hitting an invisible wall. I'm trying to see if there's a way to swim to this island, or if there's anything to actually even do at this island. Seems like there's fish. Seems like that was worth finding, definitely. Seems like you can use a magnet to bring a barrel up. And that's worth finding. There's a boat that's hauled. Here's another 10,000 studs. So looks like I need some pieces. trying to figure out what this area is supposed to even represent, because I don't recall seeing in Raiders of the Lost Ark with a place anything close to this. That looked anything close to that. That's the sentence I meant to say. Well, on the levels scenario, the way things are with the levels, there's only 2 remaining. And because there's only 2 remaining, if I'm remembering correctly, which I think I'm remembering correctly, it's like we're gonna have one chase scene with the tank, I would guess, and all of that, and chasing after the Ark of the Covenant, and then we're going to have the final boss fight, and that should be it. I don't think there's anything else we'll see. And between those 2, I don't think I'm going to unlock anything more. I would like to find the remaining 2 red bricks. I've already found all the green bricks and the 9 remaining blue bricks. I suspect a big portion of those are actually out in the water. Anyways, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.